Hello, Pokemon trainers, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be part 49. Okay, really quick, if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you're a returning viewer, hi, how you doing? This is part 49 of what I like to call the Path to Power series, basically where I try to climb the online Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC ladder, and overall, I try to accumulate over the week as many battles as possible. I usually upload three because sometimes these games can like go for a while. Like I double the speed because some of these games take that long. Like I'm not even kidding. Some of them I've played my since I play all these myself. That some of them took like 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding. It's crazy. Anyways, and then I come back here in a commentary style and point out all the moves I made. I also go over what I would do differently and overall just so I can improve my own skills. Anyways, so my opponent, man, I've been seeing a lot of Farafrig online again. Oh man, it's a good Pokemon, but man, is it annoying to deal with. And I'm still rocking the same team, but I'm trying. I've been using a different Giratina set for a while. Lately, I've been using Terastallize normal Giratina. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because Astral Barrage from freaking Calyrex is ridiculously overpowered. Calyrex itself is just overpowered. So the idea is my opponent 9 out of 10 times when they have like, and Flutter Mane is another good example. 9 out of 10 times they're gonna go for like a ghost move if they see my Giratina. So I think okay, first I'll protect. That way they'll think next turn most likely they're gonna try to do the same thing again because we all know you can't really protect twice in a row. Then I just terrestrialize right before the second hit. That way the ghost move can't do anything, and I get a free Calm Mind, and there you go. I'm pretty much good from there. It's actually pretty effective. I really like this setup, actually. And that's pretty much the whole intro right there. If you have any suggestions for any other teams you want to see, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And that's pretty much everything. In the comments, also, let me know, have you gotten the new Pokemon ZA game? I haven't gotten it yet, mainly because I don't know. I mean, I want to play it, but at the same time, I'm like, I can wait. I mean, Nintendo games right now are already stupid, ridiculously expensive. I mean, I can wait. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna like, in all honesty, I'm cool with getting a Switch too until they announce Gen 10, and then I'm like, okay, then now I gotta get one. You know what I mean? And it's sad too because I really want to play the new Donkey Kong game, but yeah, I'm patient. I can wait. I've waited this long for DK to get a new game. I can wait a little longer. So my opponent's going to use Spiky Shield. Okay. Now the reason I faked out in it, even though I knew they were going to go for the Spiky Shield, is because basically either way, this way my Giratina can get a free hit on the Flutter Mane because I knew my Giratina could survive another Dazzling Gleam. Yep, one hit right there. Yeah, I basically went for the fake out because I was thinking, okay, if they just spiky shield, okay, fine, I'll take a little damage. But if they don't spiky shield, all right, fake out will go off, and I can just go for the Flutter Mane because I just wanted to get rid of that thing now because I didn't want to take the chance of losing my Giratina just yet because again, normal Giratina is surprisingly really effective. So let's see. So I'm gonna switch out my Incineroar because I don't want to. I want to use the Intimidate again later. And Giratina's already sadly low in HP, and unfortunately, Air Slash takes care of it. What can you do? But Giratina did his job, MVP, and now they're gonna go for the Ivy hit on. Okay, and luckily my Raging Bolt's pretty much tanked out like a beast, and my Incineroar will go out. And if I remember right, well, no, it just used Air Slash. So yeah, Masquerade. I'm a little surprised to see Masquerade in general. Actually, it's kind of cool. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go for another fake out, and okay, and they canceled. It makes sense. I was just gonna go for a fake out and just go for like thunderclap and it would have took care of the Masquerade. So that's game one. On to game two. Okay, let's see. So my opponent's gonna go off Miraidon, and I forgot what this dude's called. Uh, it's like an II tag. Okay, I don't know if it's like somewhere. Oh, yeah, I'm not really sure. Tag. I'm on ranked, so nicknames aren't showed. So interesting. All right. Anywho, so my opponent's going to terastallize their Miraidon. It's usually Miraidon, and they're going to go to Fairy. It's usually either Fairy or Electric you see Miraidon terastallize into. And I'm going to go for the Fake Out because this thing can be a beast, and they're going to Encore me. Okay, that could be a problem. I hate dealing with Encore, so I'm just going to Calm Mind right now and just try to set up that special attack and special defense. So I'm thinking, I really want to not deal with Encore shenanigans. So I'm just gonna protect and just go for a flare. I almost forgot what to fake out. So instead, I'm just gonna switch out my Pokemon. I already know their I thing is poison, so I didn't want to take the chance of losing Rillaboom. But I was thinking Rillaboom should be able to at least tank a hit. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Protect. Let's see. I was thinking they probably wouldn't want to what's it called? Encore for Combine, because then pretty much no special deck's really going to do much. And the Dazzling Gleam will go off, and it really didn't do much to my Rillaboom. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. So here I'm going to Terastallize and just start hitting. So I'm going to fake out on... No, I'm just going to go for the Wood Hammer. Yeah, I'm going to Wood Hammer because I was thinking Giratina should definitely be able to knock out the Miraidon. Now it's got a Combine set up. So let's see. And they're going to go for the Poison Jab, which actually does more damage than I was hoping for. And unfortunately, my Rillaboom will get knocked out. Damn. But Shadow Ball will go off. And it doesn't knock out. Dang. Close. So, I'm in a weird position. I'm thinking I could just send back out and just try to do some damage. Plus, I can use Fake Out because since the Miraidon is already terrestrialized, I don't have to worry about like terrestrializing the Ghost or something to avoid the Fake Out. So they're going to go for the Acid Spray, which will lower Giratina's special defense. So Dazzling Gleam will hit a little bit harder now. Let's see, Shadow Ball will go off. Okay, cool. It does take care of the Miraidon. Sweet. So yeah, I saw those new megas that we got. I'm pretty I like some of them, and some of them I'm like 50-50 on. I was considering doing a video talking about the best and worst like mega evolutions. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Let's see. Okay, they're gonna go into Calyrex. Same with the shinies too. I think out of all of them, I like Hawlucha the most. I'm a big wrestling fan, anyways. I mean, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, those are my goats right there. Okay, Shadow Ball will go off. Doesn't knock out, sadly. Flare Blitz will take care of the tag. Let's see. Okay, so we'll take some damage. And body press, yeah. And if I remember right, Calyrex has Unnerve. So unfortunately, my Incineroar is not going to be able to eat its berry. So we'll both gain HP, but and they got leftovers because this thing can take a hit. So I gotta be careful with this thing. So I'm just gonna send out my Incineroar. And they're gonna send out their Raging Bolt. So I'm just gonna detect right here, and I'm just gonna go for the Flare Blitz. Let's see. Okay, yeah, detect. And Flare Blitz. And yeah, that takes care of it. Alright, cool. It can hit hard and it's super bulky, but it's slow, so thank goodness. And now that it's gone, my Incineroar can finally eat its berry. We'll still take recoil though. Wild Charge, and okay, that doesn't really do much, thank goodness. And the grass is gone, but luckily my Incineroar was able to get back a good amount of HP this turn. So I'm just going to go for Flare Blitz and Close Combat. I was thinking more than likely that Iron Hands was going to go for a Wild Charge. So I was thinking, okay, I'm probably going to lose my Urshifu. But Incineroar obviously already outsped it, and Wild Charge does do recoil, so one Flare Blitz should easily take care of it. There we go. Alright, sweet. Yep, okay. Okay, yeah, that definitely takes care of it. Okay, now we're on to game three. Let's see. So my opponent's gonna go with Calyrex and Fluttermane. I've seen this combination before. I got this right here is an example of what I mean by how normal Giratina can actually deal with this. So I'm thinking I could now. I know Fluttermane usually always got the Focus Sash, so there's no point to really go for it right now because the Focus Sash is it's got a break is still gonna be able to be used. So I'm just gonna honestly go for the Calyrex now because this thing cannot take a hit. Okay, Helping Hand, that's gonna get annoying. So I'm just gonna have my Giratina protect. They're gonna go for Astral Barrage. And luckily, my Incineroar does resist it. Thank goodness for the dark typing. And Knockoff will go off and takes care of the Calyrex. Sweet. I think they're running the Life Orb. I looked away for it. Yep, Life Orb. Yeah, I looked away for a sec. Let's see. Okay, so my opponent's next is going to Miraidon. Two big hitters. Alright, I gotta be careful how I do this. So, I'm thinking I could just Flare Blitz. Plus, since I saw the Fluttermane use Helping Hand, I was thinking that could be a problem if I don't take care of it soon. So I'm just going to start going after the Fluttermane, honestly. And good thing I didn't attack like with Draco Meteor or something because I had a feeling they were going to Terastallize. So I'm going to Terastallize too. Let's see. Giratina, Terastallize to normal. This way, if they try using like Dazzling Gleam, which usually they probably would, it won't do as much. Yep, Dazzling Gleam. Stab, Dazzling Gleam. Damn, even though Giratina isn't Dragon anymore, that still did a lot of damage. Then again, it is Stab plus, the Helping Hand. So I gotta get rid of that thing now. So I'm just gonna send out my Rillaboom. Their Pokemon is already both at full HP, so it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm just gonna go for the Fake Out and just go for Shadow Ball. Because I was thinking, okay, if the Fake Out plus Shadow Ball combo doesn't knock out, Grassy Glide should take care of it. And then I can just have Giratina start going after the Fluttermane. Especially since I did not want to deal with that Helping Hand. So let's see. Okay, yeah, Helping Hand will go off. And Fake Out. And Shadow Ball will go off. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Grassy Glide, and I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. Might as well just, might as well just rip the band-aid off and just break that Focus Sash. Let's see. Because I don't think they've set up Tailwind yet. Okay, they went for Moon. No, wait. Yeah, they haven't. All they've done so far is this Helping Hand. So, luckily I don't have to worry about that. Okay, the Focus Sash is broken, and I've already taken out two of their Pokemon already. Two big hitters, too. Now they got Incineroar left. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, Incineroar is Incineroar. Let's see. So, I could just switch out. No, I'm just going to go with the Draco. Yeah, even though Fluttermane is grass, it's still super, super doughy and can't really take a hit. So Grassy Glide finished it off. Draco Meteor almost knocks out Incineroar. Almost. But Incineroar is too bulky, dude. And they're going to go for a Flare Blitz, which actually doesn't knock out my Rillaboom. Sweet. Let's see. So I pretty much got this right here because even if they don't, like, my Giratina or my Rillaboom doesn't knock out the Incineroar, my Urshifu I still have at full HP, so I pretty much had it right there. Alright. Yep. Normal Giratina taking out the meta. Took out Calyrex and Miraidon. Time to show you who the top legend is, right? But anyways, so thank you so much if you made it this far. We've been growing in subscribers like every day, so we are super grateful. Like I said, I have a couple of other ideas for some Pokemon videos. I really want to do one talking about the new Megas in AZ. So if you want to see that, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments What do you think is the best looking new Mega we got? I think it's Halucha personally, but I'd love to read your comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.